At least 20 killed in suicide attack on Damascus church. Agents France Presse Damascus. At least 20 persons were killed on Sunday in a suicide attack on a church in Damascus, authorities said, with Syria's interior ministry blaming a member of the Islamic State group. The United Nations condemned the attack, the first of its kind in the Syrian capital since Islamist-led forces toppled longtime ruler Bashar al-Assad in December, and the first on a church since the country's civil war erupted in 2011. Security remains one of the greatest challenges for Syria's new authorities, whom the international community has repeatedly urged to protect minorities. The Interior Ministry said in a statement that a suicide attacker affiliated with the Daesh (IS) terrorist group entered the St. Elias Church in the Douila area of the capital Damascus, where he opened fire, then blew himself up with an explosive belt. First responders could be seen transporting people from the site, which was strewn with shattered wood from fittings and pews, with fallen icons and pools of blood seen on the floor. Security forces cordoned off the area. A health ministry statement said 20 persons were killed and 52 wounded, raising an earlier civil defense toll. Bystander Lawrence Mamari said that someone entered the church from outside carrying a weapon and began shooting, adding that people tried to stop him before he blew himself up. Heinous crime. United Nations Special Envoy for Syria Geir Peterson expressed outrage at this heinous crime, calling in a statement for a full investigation and action by the authorities. France's foreign ministry condemned an abject terrorist attack, reiterating its commitment to a transition in Syria that allows Syrians, whatever their religion, to live in peace and security in a free, united, pluralistic, prosperous, stable and sovereign country. Syria's foreign ministry described the attack as a desperate attempt to undermine national coexistence and to destabilize the country. Mr. Ziad, 40, said from a shop near the church that he heard gunfire, then an explosion, and saw glass flying at him. "We saw fire in the church and the remains of wooden benches thrown all the way to the entrance," he said. The blast sparked panic and fear in the church, which had been full of worshippers including children and the elderly, an eyewitness said, requesting anonymity. Several people were reported missing, with families searching desperately for their loved ones. Mr. Assad had painted himself as a protector of minorities, who during Syria's nearly 14-year civil war were targeted